Previously on the Stormythology Series. Since the dawn of humanity in the Great Rift Valley of Kenya, there has lied a hidden kingdom, an ancient royal tribe where power of queenship is passed from mother to daughter, and every 5 generations the tribe bears a female child, with hair as white as the clouds and eyes as blue as the skies. They consider these powerful women to be sorceresses, often blessed with many gifts and abilities, including the ability to wield magic. According to Ororo, her mother seemed to possess vast knowledge about their bloodline, and could have possessed magical abilities of her own.
The sun is setting in Cairo, Egypt, and in the Monroe household, little 5-year-old Ororo is finishing her homework and preparing for bed. Her father, David Monroe, kisses her goodnight, and as always her mother, Princess Nader, has come to tell Ororo a bedtime story. However, before she begins, Princess Nader says that tonight's tale is not fiction. It is a story of their lineage, and it has been passed down their family for generations. She says that the bright lady has spoken to her in another vision, and she has given her another glimpse of the future, and she fears they do not have much time left together. Listen carefully, she tells Ororo, and I will tell you a story of queens, warriors, sorceresses, why your birth was so special, why I chose to leave my kingdom and my beloved Kenya, and why we have never returned. As she holds Ororo close, Princess Nader says that the story of their family actually begins with the birth of the Elder Gods. In the 8th incarnation of this universe, the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, until the ethereal being called Gaia sprang spontaneously from the chaos and embodied the planet. Gaia then summoned the Demiurge, the planet's own sentient biosphere, and mated with it. And their spontaneous mating filled the planet with natural magical energies, and thus arose the first life on Earth, the Elder Gods, which sprang full-grown from Gaia. For most of them was Chthon, the dark mystic, Set, the great destroyer, and then Oshtur, the benevolent. Unlike her siblings, Oshtur had a fascination with the realms beyond Earth, such as outer space, the astral plane, and the sky. And before most of the other Elder Gods began devouring one another and then devolved into demons, she left Earth, took to the stars, and became a heavenly being known as the Bright Lady of the Dawn. Roughly 1 million years ago, when the powerful race of cosmic beings known as the Celestials were drawn to the now flourishing Earth, it was the presence of new life which drew these cosmic beings to this planet, and they chose to change the destiny of the newest life form to the evolutionary chain, the ape. So full of cosmic potential were the simian race that the godly Celestials began to experiment on them. Only the instruments of the gods could do what was done in that crucial moment. To the ape was given the cosmic chemistry that would father the races to come, and in this manner the ape became the common ancestor of 3 powerful new species. The deviants would turn out to be an ever-changing and destructive failure, structurally unstable. Each generation of the deviant would appear in new and monstrous ways, and his lot would be at constant war. The Eternals, tall, upright, hairless, and possessing the ability to tap the energy of the cosmos, was soon released to soar into outer space on self-harnessed waves of cosmic energy, And lastly, the humans, the species bred with true balance of structure and disposition. Although he was a destroyer, the human was capable of building for peace, and thus he was destined to inherit the earth. And secretly to the humans, one of the Celestials gave the dormant genes and the dormant ability to develop superpowers, thus providing the potential for the existence of Homo sapiens superior and other superhumans later on. The Celestials repeat their experiments on a number of simian men. Seeing far into the future, the goddess Gaia sets destiny in motion by handpicking and leading one of those early humans to the Celestials. This human, a woman, was led by Gaia's light from the cradle of life itself, Kenya. She was experimented on by the Celestials, given a dormant Homo sapiens superior gene, and then returned to her tribe. The Celestials soon abandoned their creations, and early man soon began to evolve. And although she never expressed any superhuman powers, the human woman became an exceptional hunter and warrior, and she lived for over 500 years. Over time, she led her thriving tribe, which she taught and trained, into many victories and many lands, eventually migrating the tribe north, just outside of Ethiopia. She is known as the first warrior queen.